Hello everyone, I'm Lindsay with HobbyLink TV and welcome to a very special episode of Toy Tengoku here in my bedroom. Now, as you probably already saw in the title, this episode is about Dollfie Dreams. That's not something we usually talk about on this show, but we're taking a little break from figures because I wanted to introduce something with a character very near and dear to my heart, Sailor Jupiter. If it wasn't for the Sailor Moon anime, I probably wouldn't even be in Japan right now. I mean, it introduced me to anime, kind of. It wasn't my first anime, but it really launched like my deep dive into the world of anime. It also introduced me to merchandise collecting and Japanese language. I mean, if it wasn't for Sailor Moon, like listening to subtitled anime for the first time, listening to all the Sailor Moon soundtracks, it wouldn't have sparked my love of Japanese. So it's just a really special series to me and not something we usually talk about here. And since I just happened to be getting this, I thought it was a great time to show my love for this series and introduce you to something that maybe a lot of fans are a little aware of, but not a lot of people own. So today I'm going to break this video into 3 parts with my co-hosts here, Mugi and Yui, if she ever shows up. So part 1 is just, what is Dollfie Dreams? Like, you've maybe heard the term before, but I'll just introduce you to it a bit more. And then the unboxing itself. So I have the doll right here, and I also have in all of these mini boxes every single part I needed to put the whole thing together. So we'll do the unboxing, but then in the last part, when I actually put it all together, I'll go through the care tips and tricks for you. So if you're a first-time Dollfie owner, you know what to expect, you know what you should buy in order to take care of this very expensive collectible. Let's get to it. So, first and foremost, Dollfies. The doll I'm about to show you is made by a company called Volks, as you can see on the packaging here. Volks specializes in both Super Dollfies and Dollfie Dreams. And you're probably wondering, what is the difference between the two? Well, I'm glad you asked. A Super Dollfie is a ball-jointed doll, and they tend to have more realistic, albeit exaggerated features, with very detailed face sculpts, delicate makeup, and porcelain-like resin bodies. They're highly customizable, so you can either buy a pre-made one or completely create your own character. Now, Dollfie Dreams, on the other hand, are made from soft vinyl and go for a more anime-like appearance. And while Volks has their own line of original characters, and you can also custom make them just like the Super Dollfies, one of the big draws of Dollfie Dreams are the massive amount of collaboration characters available. In fact, I bet many of you figure collectors out there will recognize the name Dollfie Dream even if you've never owned a doll yourself, because Volks has introduced popular characters such as, well, to name a few, Hatsune Miku and other Vocaloids, Asuna and Kirito from Sword Art Online, Saber and Jeanne d'Arc from the Fate series, among many other Fate characters, Cheryl Gnome from Across Frontier, Cosmos from Xenosaga, Rem from ReZero, and the list goes on and on and on. They started out making a bunch of like visual novel characters, you know, like harem game characters, but they branched more and more out into just like popular anime series, which is great for fans who want a Dollfie Dream, but others might be wary about getting one because the price tag on these things is basically $600 or more, depending on how much clothing or armor they come with and other factors. But that also makes them super valuable and collectible. Some of these dolls are available just online pre-order for a certain time period on the Volks website, but many of them can only be picked up from doll party events hosted by Volks, or through their lottery system. So they're very limited in number, making them even more valuable if you can get your hands on one. But enough about that. Let's open it up. I've had this for actually a week now, and I was waiting to do this video to take it out, so it has never been removed from its packaging before. Let's take a look before I open it up. As you can see, the box itself is pretty plain. It's just got this nice Volks logo on the side. And this Jupiter part is actually a sticker. And it's also got the official Sailor Moon merchandise sticker there at the bottom. And It's actually a nice silvery box with 2 pictures of Jupiter. There we've got one. She's doing her attack pose there. And this is, of course, her transformation pose. This box is not taped, it looks like. We can just slide her right out. Okay, so if you've never had a Dollfie Dream before, the first thing you're probably surprised about is that she's naked. So I'll explain this a little bit more in detail in a bit, but for certain reasons, they cannot put the clothes on these dolls. You have to do it yourself. With these collaboration characters, all of the face sculpts are unique to that character. So even though she may bear some resemblance to Sailor Moon, she is her own unique sculpt. So you cannot get this head anywhere else. Now the body though, this is a basic Dollfie Dream body. I believe Sailor Moon and the other scouts released so far, Mars and Mercury, are the Dollfie Dream sister size, which is slightly shorter, but because Jupiter is canonically taller than the other girls, they gave her the Dollfie Dream body instead. So that's a really nice touch. I'm happy they did that. Behind the doll, you will find the instructions and other items. I'll look at this in a bit. So first up we have her main outfit here. The bow comes off so you can easily wrap the collar around her neck during assembly. She's got a choker there, the front bow. The back bow is on the outfit already. You can see the gloves. She's also got the hair ornaments she wears basically through the entire 200 episode run. Her iconic rose earrings. So there's another thing I'm gonna have to explain to you guys about this. All right, last up we've got her boots. And they're all laced up in the front, and then they have a zipper in the back so you can easily take them on and off. And then, of course, her wig. This is going to be a little difficult to get on, but fortunately I bought some items to make it a little easier on us. So this little booklet all about Dollfie Dreams is both in English and Japanese, so that's really nice. Their website is also available in multiple languages. And this is really nice because it's super informative. It tells you about the different Dollfie Dream body types. You know, before I said this, there's the Dollfie Dream sister, which is slightly shorter. And then Jupiter here is the normal Dollfie Dream size. They also have the Dollfie Dream Dynamite for the fan who likes the bust much bigger. And then of course there's the little ones. I think Dollfie Dream Pretty is the newest series, and then there's the small ones, the mini Dollfie Dreams. So if they ever make Chibiusa, she'll be a mini Dollfie Dream probably. So these dolls actually have really nice articulation. The joints are supposed to be very tight, and they have an inner frame, much like Gundam, but maybe a little simpler. So there you can see all of the nice joints that are at work beneath the surface, and you can take off the parts and customize these. I have owned 2 Dollfie Dreams in the past. One of them I actually took out the eyes and totally just made it a custom character. It was supposed to be Nanoha from Magical Lyrical Nanoha before, but she was a little damaged. I bought her used, so I just kind of had fun with her. Jupiter doesn't have a lot of parts, so assembly is fairly simple compared to one of the other ones I had in the past anyways. It looks like they want you to put on the wig at the very last, so we'll hold off on that, and then of course the hair pieces. Okay, so for this next part, I am going to run you through the tips and tricks as I put together Jupiter. Part of this will be skipped, but I'll try to show you as much as I can. I have her out of the package now, and as you can see, I'm wearing some white gloves. So these dolls can stain very easily, and because of that, it's really important that you buy a few things beforehand before you put their clothes and wigs on. If you are buying one of these dolls for the first time, be sure that you buy a few extra things from Volks before you just put them together as is. Now, I can see there are already some stains actually on her head here, just out of the package. I don't know if this is from the box or what, but it's not too bad. As long as there's nothing on the face itself, I'm not too worried about it. These head caps are removable. It's how you can change out the eyes if you want. So that's not a big deal. I'll just pretend I didn't see that for now. But as you can see, her face is lovely. I'm just gonna show those eyes again. I actually didn't really like her eyes when I saw the promotional images at first because they're very bright. And Jupiter has really dark green eyes, so now that I see it in person, I like this a lot more. Okay, so staining. So what you're first going to want to buy is one of these. So this is a bodysuit. It's just flesh colored, and it covers everything from their toes to their wrists and neck. So now we can put on any of Jupiter's clothes and not worry about the body getting stained, because the green colors of her outfit would definitely stain her body, as would her dark brown colored hair and the tiara. But the tiara we're gonna have to do something special for. I'll show you in a bit. This is the other thing you need to buy. So this is actually masking tape, but it's a special type of masking tape for these vinyl dolls, which is skin colored. And what we're going to do is not put it on the doll itself, but wrap it on the back side of the tiara so that the gold color of the tiara does not stain her forehead, because it definitely will. If you're buying a Sailor Moon Dollfie Dream, please do yourself a favor and get one of these. There are ways to get it off. I think some people might use magic erasers, and it can work pretty well, but it's better just to avoid it from the start, right? The other thing that you'll need for the wig, of course, not staining, is a wig cap. Now, with one of my earlier Dollfie Dreams, my sister just made me one, sewed it up real quick with fabric. As long as it's white or flesh tone, it shouldn't hurt the head. But just be sure you have one of these on too before you put her wig on. And then I also got one of these. I've never used it before, but I'm going to try it out. It's a wig stopper. I think it's just a stretchy piece of silicone that helps keep the wig in place. And then I also bought these. Now, this isn't for Dollfie's Tangle Teaser. This is a pretty famous product around the world, but Volks recommends these for detangling the doll hair. And then this is kind of a style. It looks like a toothbrush, but it can be used to part the hair and brush it without tangling as well. I actually also got Jupiter's school uniform as well. I keep calling her Jupiter, but Makoto's school uniform as well, which comes with her cute black dress shoes and her unique school uniform that the other girls don't wear. Now, Mars, maybe just Mars, her outfit has kind of a shiny fabric, and I wasn't a big fan of that. She's supposed to be coming from a prestigious school, but I thought the shiny fabric kind of made it look a little cheaper. But Makoto's looks like it's like just cotton or polyester perhaps, but it's got just a normal cotton look to it. So I think it looks really nice, just like in the show. So cute. Gonna turn off audio for a bit and get this bodysuit on. Had a lot of trouble with the gloves. That's what you get for, you know, getting actual finger gloves with a doll, I guess. I did get them in the hand eventually, but I think I had them on the wrong hands at first. A little hard to tell. So the bodysuit slipped on really nicely, and one thing I like about it is it kind of hides the seams a bit, so you can tell this looks kind of like almost seamless. I mean, obviously, if you get up close, you can tell, but from a distance, it looks really nice. It bunched up here by this glove, so I'll have to tuck that in later. The wig is really nice. It comes pre-styled. However, I did notice with my doll that in the back here, it's pulled up in this bun, but whoever put this together, some of the hairs in the back have been yanked out of place. The only thing I haven't put on is the tiara and the earrings. However, I will not be putting on the earrings, and let me show you why. You have to take a pin vise, use a tiny pin, and pierce the ears yourself. So I'm not gonna do that. As much as I would love to give her the complete look with her rose earrings, I wish Volks had just done this step for us. I mean, you're already paying this much. You kind of hope they'll just take all of these measures into account themselves. But obviously this is something you can only try once, and if you fail, then you kind of ruin the doll. There's also a chance you'll pierce it too hard and hit the back of the head, and I'm just not willing to do that, so I'm sorry. I know there are other ear piercing videos out there you can check out, but for now I'm just gonna stick with the tiara. I did forget to mention earlier, she does also come with her Jupiter transformation stick there. Very cute, and that can be placed in her hand, but just as long as you prop it in her hand, because I don't think there's really anything there to hold it in place. I really like the way it looks. I love her Jupiter outfit as well, but I think I'm just gonna take this off and put on her school uniform instead, at least for now. Okay, I am back, and I have now put on her school uniform. Here we go. You can see she's got her nice little slight heels there, the pleated skirt, and the sailor top. Now, I didn't like how the bodysuit looked. There was no choker to cover it up like there is with the, Senshi uniform. So I cheated a bit, and I pulled the bodysuit off her arms and tucked it around her waist. It might bulge a little there. But that was the only thing I could do to get it kind of out of here. I don't think there's any color material touching her skin with the school uniform, so the bodysuit wasn't as necessary with this. So you can see it's kind of tucked in down there, but not too visible. Before it was just really glaringly obvious, because that this bodysuit I got is actually not their lightest color. That was sold out, so I got this slightly darker tone, and it just didn't look good when it peeks out like that too much up here. So now she's all together. I've also combed out her hair a bit. I just used this to get out some of the hairs that were stuck underneath the wig cap. And I think we are about good to go. But I did buy one more thing for myself, actually two. And let me show you that real quick. Okay, so the last item I bought for myself from Volks was this, which is a stand designed specifically for the Dollfie Dream and Super Dollfie line. So this is a saddle type. They also have ones that will grab the waist, but this one, if you have a doll that has a skirt, conceals perfectly underneath and you don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to put it up in this base that I have prepared for Jupiter so you can see how it works. So it's perfectly concealed and perfectly stable, so you don't have to worry about the doll falling over if there's an earthquake, nor do you have to worry about it standing out. All right, so as you can see, I've got her on her base here, and what I've done is I've bought one of these collapsible bases, which I will show you in a sec. So I'm not quite finished here. I still want to pose her before I put the cover on this base. I just want to show you how it works. This is just a collapsible screen. It's made of very flimsy plastic, so you can fold it up when you're not using it and store it like in any you know, straight up and down location, like you're storing a poster or something like that. Anyways, this kind of base we actually sell at HLJ, though not in this size. We have a lot of the smaller ones for Gunpla scale or for like 1/8 figure scale. This one is actually intended for, I believe, ikebana, decorative flower arrangements. But it only cost me, I believe, $20. So they're very cheap, but they're really useful. It looks like it's almost made for this size of doll. I'll just show you real quick with the lid on. The lid is made of a harder plastic and just sits on the top and kind of holds the flimsy plastic together. So yeah, there it is. I'm just gonna pose her, so I'll take this all apart again in a sec. I actually forgot to put her hair thingies up here and before, so there she is, all completed with those. I really like how they did her little hairs in the front here. That looks like that one needs to be in front of the ear. The more I look at it, the more I really like her face sculpt. I think I'll just keep her like this for a while and call it good. All right, so there she is all together, and I'm finally finished. I think this whole process has lasted over 3 hours. Now, I wasn't filming that whole time, but there was just so much involved with the preparation. I have so much trash around my room right now. Yui. Hi. What's up? Can you see Yui? Anyways, so putting it all together. Hi. So putting the whole thing together probably took around an hour, I would say. It's just it took longer for me since I was trying to set up the filming and stuff. But it's not too hard. I know it can seem a little daunting, especially since you know ahead of time you're dealing with such an expensive item. Between Jupiter, like the main doll set, the school uniform set, and the other care accessories that I purchased, including the stand, I think I spent $900. Now, that's like if the yen equivalent was 100 yen to... No, wait, never mind. I think I spent $900 anyways. So it's very expensive. But the one good thing about it is you can usually resell these later for equal to or higher than what you paid because they are limited. And because people understand the value of them. I'm not telling you to buy them to resell them, but just think of it as an investment. And here comes Yui again down the ladder. So if you're interested in getting one of these, I hope this tutorial helped you a bit. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them in the comments on either YouTube or HobbyLink TV. And if you're wondering, like, about you, don't jump, don't jump. Now, you might be wondering about HLJ, because this product is only available on Volks. But as far as HLJ goes, how we can support you is with A-Zone rather than Volks. A-Zone is another big doll manufacturer in Japan, and we sell all of their clothing line and many of their dolls as well. And they're 1/3 scale dolls, which this is also 1/3 scale, about 60 centimeters. The clothing will fit, so if I wanted to buy 1/3 size clothing and change Jupiter into some casual outfit or some other fantasy outfit, then I could use just about any of that line of clothing for her. So that's really handy. But so you can have a lot of fun. You don't just have to use the outfit they came with. You can use about anything as long as it fits that scale. The one exception would be the bust size. You'll just want to be careful that you buy something that will fit. Jupiter is just a standard size, so she can fit about anything. Oh, and of course, HLJ also has a lot of Sailor Moon merchandise. We're still getting the latest releases from Bandai. Mega House hasn't made any in a while, but we also get a lot of the fun like Gashapon items, the trading items. So if you're a Sailor Moon collector rather than a doll collector or interested in the dolls, then you can come to us for those Sailor Moon items as well. As of my writing this, the new like Bandai anime color versions of the SH Figure Arts figures just went up a few days ago, as well as the new version of the Star Compact. The Crystal Star, I believe, is its official name, that comes with the Swarovski crystals versus the old one, which look a little cheap in comparison. And Yui just jumped on Mugi. No, get off. But anyways, that's about it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope if you are interested in Dollfies but just haven't taken the plunge yet because you were intimidated by the price or the value of the items, that this helped you maybe make a decision about one. Jupiter just came out a week ago as of me doing this video, and I'm sure Venus will come soon. Hopefully they'll do the outer Senshi as well. I look forward to seeing them all, though Jupiter is probably the only one I will get because she's my favorite Senshi. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Later!